Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh my god, dude, this poem. Hi again, Denoxi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. After writing that poem? Nah, don't worry about that. Might be a little strange for me, at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Fuck my life. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Denoxi. It's fine. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Of course. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. Yeah, right, dude. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with like 4 chicks. Yeah, pretty sure that's how this story works. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Well, that's, I don't know how to feel about that. Nezuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That is no problem doing that. There's no shame in that one. Nezuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Wait, how do you get stuck between that? Manga is literature. I would agree. My teachers would too in college. They would also agree. After doing a report on One Piece and actually getting an A on it, that was kind of interesting. Dude, they're writers too. They deserve work. they deserve what they get, man. Swiftly defeated, Nezuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Denoxi always gives his best as long as he's having fun. I guess, dude. He helped me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. So I helped her clean her room. We are too close to being friends at that point. That friend zone is... That was true friend zone right there. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. That too. Yeah, dude, I did a One Piece report. Like, think about like how I had to like actually convince myself, like, okay, I don't feel like actually reading a book, but I've read One Piece, so that is like 3 books. So I can make that work. You almost set your house afire once. What in the world? This is so awkward. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Yeah, friend zone for the win. I might be a little jealous. How come you and Denoxi can become good friends? You and Denoxi become good friends too. Yeah, we'll work on that. You can say I did a 100-book report at least. Yeah, I was like, okay, it's what, like almost like 1,000 chapters of this. Like, how many chapters are in One Piece? Give me a second, cause I forget. It's like what, almost 900? Getting close to it though. It is 895. But anyway, there's 895. So yeah, when I did my report, it was like they were where were they in there? They were not in Dressrosa. So it was like they were about to go into Dressrosas when I did it. So I did it mostly on after they got Sanji and just said, you know what, we're gonna go from here. Sorry, huh? As usual, this area seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, sorry. Me? Yeah, not really. Don't be shy. What'd she buy me? It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Excuse me. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. well here. He reaches to her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. She picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. So I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. And this is, how's this girl actually being so cute? What in the world, dude? Yeah, 87 books. Yep. I know, dude. I'm trying to get there. Like, I want to see this poem too. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Ari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Trapped in the closet? Man, she about to bust out some R. Kelly or something. Okay, where are we going with this? I heard Natsuki utter an exasperation sigh from within the closet. What? She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needed a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Damn, manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. All the time. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. No, that is not true. You will admit that to everybody. And then when they question you, you just look at them like they're crazy. That's all you do. As you know anyway. I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, pull it out of the stack. There it is. It ejects it from my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Okay. I know that feeling. I don't know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Perfect girls. Oh, okay. I see where we're going with this. It's a series that I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Okay. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. Damn. That's cold. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone in your voice. But I tell you one thing, Denoxi. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, judge it by the back cover. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Curls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She kind of shows some straight up hentai, man. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire. Striking animated feminine poses. Is exceedingly wow. I don't actually know how to say that. Moe? Don't just stand there. Ugh. As he grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Dude, we were just trapped in the closet with her. Should close the doors. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I can't read at the same time like that. We can't read at the same time like that. What do you mean you can't read at the same time if you're in a chair? Just get closer. But okay. Yeah, I know. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. As he crosses her and scooches an inch away from me. Man, I am not smooth with the ladies. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Nezuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Unless it's Heroes Academia, then it's not typical at all. Well, okay, it kind of is, but it isn't because they're heroes. But it's a whole nother story. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously there's going to be plot. You think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? Possibly. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. I know, like, when are we gonna get to that? Like, when are we gonna get to that? Like, are we even gonna read the poem? Because they haven't mentioned it at all. Like, when they get into all their backstories and when some of their romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? What will you say? Nezuki gives you a little shove. It just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Dude, is he about to throw like a Dragon Ball Z reference in real quick to see if she catches it? Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, about that. She pauses for a second as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I'm just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Not really. You just happened to get to baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I mean, you can get on a lot of things if you go that far. If you go far enough, you can get into a lot of things that you would not think you would want to get into. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Clearly. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Nezuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, it's definitely one of the better ones. That is true. That is very true. Learning how to cook is actually quite a good thing to learn. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? What in the world? Like, why are we so close? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. That's kind of creepy. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Wait, does she not have friends? I know, dude, we're getting too close. Like, this is getting real close. She kind of looks like a... Like, what does she look like to y'all? Like, she looks like kind of like an animal in a weird way. Like, kind of like a... Not like a cat. Well, if she did look like a cat, she would have, like, those droopy ears instead of pointed ears like cats. I don't know. I don't know. She just catches me off guard with some reason. Jeez, sorry. like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. They have clearly not read Berserk. That's all I can say. I can't even bring it up without them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. What's this? What in the world? Dude, she helped too. She bro flexed too much right there. You know, these kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated to the other losers over time. Dude, that picture, man. Like, now that you sent that, like, I can't get that out of my head. Like, she just looked like she just finished, like, pumping, like just start pumping steroids and just bench pressing every day. Doing, like, mad squats and just got ripped. And then came in and was like, let's talk about literature. Or, you know, down here, have you heard the word of God yet today, sir? Like, dude, Jehovah's Witnesses, calm down. Calm down. But it's probably harder for someone like you. That's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Yeah, which part, man? I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Found what? At least it's safe here. Like, what? Your dad would be mad that you're reading manga? Like, what? Like, what does she mean? Like, would her parents be mad if they found out that she read manga? Is that what I'm reading here? Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Are you no child of mine? Look at him. What do you mean you don't like anime and manga? Out the house you go. Out the house. That's exactly how that would play out. I flip the page. So then Nazuki starts laughing. I am not laughing out loud for that one. I totally forgot that happened. Nazuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Nari is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But I guess it gets especially bad when don't spoil the manga. I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Just finish this chapter. Nazuki's voice sparkles with excitement. What about the poem we wrote? The start contrasts to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. Start expressing words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to vibe that Doki, from whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everybody, class is in session. Hey, are you all ready with today's poem? Oh, finally! Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. In 70 years or so. Dude, we were discussing that a few days ago. About Sword Art Online. Like, living in that world. And without the side effects of Sword Art Online. Being trapped in it, but you can freely go in and out, not risk dying in the process or starving, you know, without all the negative side effects that come with that. We were talking about that and just thinking about like how fun it would actually be, and on the flip side, how we would never meet anyone else in the world again. Well, we would. I mean, let me rephrase it. We would, but people would prefer not to ever meet again. We would not talk at all. So we'll see. But yeah, smell and taste, feel, man. You could only imagine what people would be creating if you could do that. You could only imagine. It'd be just like this poem, basically. Like, that would be what sparks it too. Hey, Nazuki-san notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. 12 inches? Oh, he knows about 12 inches. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it toward Nazuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah? Is it really alright? I say this mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time reading this. Damn. Dude, this dude's a savage in the head. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so I can start the next one. So we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Should have put that in a binder then. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Nazuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what happens if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Oh, we're so close. We're so close and we're saying yes. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? Oh yeah, dude, we remembered that. I can't wait. Saria and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Saria is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper with a spiral. Really? It's wrinkled? Man, God, man, see, Ori, you could do better than that. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. Okay, I kind of feel bad that he called her out on that because I'm not gonna lie, I keep a composition notebook on my desk too. I'm not gonna lie, I do too. I can always see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I see it. Yeah, pristine handwriting, mine looks like chicken scratch. In fact, I can't read it sometimes. That is terrible. Need to work on it. Nazuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should we show my poem to first? Alright, we are so not doing Yuri. I mean, we're still not doing Sayori first. Yuri. I'm feeling Yuri. Monica, she seems too straightforward about things and be kind of awkward. Yuri seems like a safe bet. Nazuki seems like she would not be impressed with it, and Sayori is just, she's just an airhead, I guess. I don't know. So Yuri seems like she would, yeah, like you're saying, Yuri, definitely. She seems like the one that would be right for it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. No, force yourself. We want to know what what you're gonna say. I'm just need to put my thoughts into words. Yeah, keep going, hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, so what's up? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading that. So it's that bad? No, that's not what I'm saying. Did I just raise my voice? Wait, what? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habit that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. What is she like, dude? What? She's hot and bothered. More than likely. More than likely. It's just like, where are we going? I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Kind of. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, this is as her demeanor really changes. Man, we should not pick Yuri, man. She's just killing me now. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Who was the author that basically said, my one true thing is to write one true sentence? It's like roughly like my one goal while writing is to write one true sentence, or it's something like that. But anyway, moving on. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Izuki can be a little bit biased though. Okay, we're going to her then. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Nazuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts behind. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, whoa. Okay, let's read this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of hair illuminated beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. We should not have chosen Yuri for first one, dude. Snickerdoodle, we should not have chosen her. She was not ready for this. She was not ready at all. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. That handwriting was so much better than most people's. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Dude, we have to read it. Too professional. Yeah, dude, too professional. We should have went up with Netsuki. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. I give it a 6 out of 10. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Denoxi. Yeah, character, did you not pick it up? That is not what that poem was at. Really descriptive. A little too descriptive. It's almost kind of scary descriptive. Really. You must have totally missed the point. Yeah, my character is not about that life. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Wait, hold up. We took our time to read it, and now she's telling us we glanced over it? Man, there is a failure in the way they are perceiving time right now. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is not creepy at all, the way that she expressed that. I mean, granted, like, I kind of know where the game goes, but reading that out loud, that is deep and creepy at the same time. and actually kind of scary about how she might feel on the inside. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Oh yeah, I haven't even thought of that. Oh yeah, that's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it wouldn't be long before you picked up on those things too. Yeah, after we talk to her some more, we will. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Yeah, dude. I'm counting on you. Okay. Next person. Alright. Monica. That seems like the wrong person. God, who should be next? She already probably wouldn't understand. Nazuki, she seems like she would understand. So I'm gonna go with her. Monica, I'm gonna say Monica for last because she just doesn't seem right about it. That's an interesting way to start a conversation. Oh yeah, well let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Nazuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Why not? Why are you not giving my opinion? Why are you not giving us your opinion about how did you put it, Snickerdoodle? Give me a second. Let me find how you put it. My papa's lustful foot fetish marshmallow and other substance covered slightly nibbled on strawberries. She won't give me her opinion about that. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? Yeah, right. I wrote this when I could have done other things. Could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. What? Alright, whatever. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not like that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Oh, she getting cocky. Like Zebra would say, don't get cocky, kid. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Nazuki retorts get caught in her. Her retorts get caught in her throat. Just like that poem. So you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Nazuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay. That handwriting is actually pretty good, too. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, well that was straight to the point. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. But people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Anyway, like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is to put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feelings in the last line. Okay. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Didn't really care how old everyone is, but Nazuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, dude. Oh my god. We're gonna go with Monica next. We're gonna go with Monica. See how she reacts. They are not reacting like how I thought they would react. Hey, Denoxi. Having a good time so far? Yeah, you can say that. It's not really that. You're not reacting how I thought. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'd be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yeah, he's got the right plan. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aw, don't worry, Denoxi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Denoxi. Oh snap, really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Really? Oh geez. Oh no. Oh yeah. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. Wait, what? Oh, so Natsuki didn't even truly like the poem, but that's something she would write about? Lustful, chocolate, lustful, everything? Dude, this is so weird. Cuter. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shelveston? Is that a real writer? Maybe a long time ago. Yeah, we're gonna Google that. Give me a second. Yeah, he is a real writer. It is a he. He was a cartoonist, poet, author, songwriter, and playwright. We'll look into that later. That was interesting. Did not expect for them to actually throw a real life reference in there. Maybe a little time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. We're gonna Google that later then. So if you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that, sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to read, they might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And I plan on not fainting tomorrow. What do you mean, plan? Oh, it's midnight? Oh, okay. Alright. I just caught up with what you wrote. I was like, fainting? What do you mean not fainting? But yeah, I understand now. So let me just go and get through it then. I can take a while to get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, what in the world? God, this is a long fucking poem. All in all, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the film. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. That's not creepy at all. Okay. So what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have put some emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. About what? Yeah, that poem was freaky. Like, reading that, like, it's uncomfortable. Like, some of these poems are actually just uncomfortable to read. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's top rating tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Sayori, what does she have to say? This is a good poem, Denoxi. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Hell no. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Denoxi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm just gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah. We'll see about that. Alright. Damn, her poem is actually longer than everyone else's. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like I missed you. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? Okay, that was a little to the point, I guess. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this poem? Yeah. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Yes, you can. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. I know, dude. Like her poem was like the best. But like it didn't have like some weird undertone behind it. Or like a foreboding undertone. Her poem actually felt like it was like go giddy and like everything would be okay. Even though she didn't do it last night, she did it in the morning. But whatever. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Okay. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get cranky. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Eh. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Dude, that is... Okay. Okay. Whew. I guess that's everyone. Glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Dude, can you take a break and then get back to playing catch up? Yeah, I'll be on Monday. I don't stream on Sundays, but have a good night, Snickerdoodle, and thanks for stopping by and following too. I hope you have a good night and that work tomorrow doesn't suck and you don't faint either. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. There's a literature club out there. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. That just puts you further behind. Yeah, you do have a point about that. You definitely don't want to eat next to it either, because that doesn't seem dangerous at all. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Maya's laying on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other as their expression changes. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Okay. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? What? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was actually looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. So I already liked it, and Denoxi did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Denoxi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Dude, what is this infighting here? Like, they really don't get along, do they? And Izuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah, that's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you were just jealous that Denoxi appreciates my advice more than I appreciated yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overtly cutesy. Dude, this fighting, what in the world? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Denoxi started showing up. Awkward. That was hella awkward. Dude, give me a second. Like, how's the stream look? Because mine is... Like, I guess mine's still buffering or something, but it looks kind of off right now. refresh it. But anyway. Okay, so it was just how mine looked. Okay, my bad. It just looked kind of iffy on my screen. Sorry about that. But them boobs, they grew. Nazuki, Nazuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Yes, it doesn't involve you. I don't like this fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Denoxi. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Denoxi. I am not picking sides in this. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Denoxi? I am so not picking sides here. Well, oh shit. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with probably think more highly of me. Yeah, I am not picking sides here for this. Yeah, I'm not picking sides. Nazuki glares at me, drawing up any word I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. So Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Denoxi? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. The fuck? She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why no one likes. And pause. Nazuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Nazuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Nazuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Or are they? Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yeah, you do that. She rushes off. Nazuki sits down, a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, this is kind of embarrassing to me. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? What the fuck does that mean? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Oh, snap. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. I was alright. Well, mostly. Next, how about you? I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, it means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Denoxi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yeah, sorry, beams at me. Truly has been a while since you and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that is all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Denoxi, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Is Cece crying? No, she wasn't crying. She was eating. I thought she was, attacking the door or something. And it kind of made me nervous. Because I was like, what is that? That's why I kept looking behind me. Because I was like, what is that? What up, guys? We are not playing Undertale right now. We have transitioned to this graphic novel. I guess is the best way to put it. But we did see the ending to Undertale, and it was a black screen. Like in a genocide run, it was a black screen. Where are we? And I think everyone really likes you too. That's it. Every day is going to be so much fun. Aside, it looks like Sori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but yeah, we're here, we're doing this, we're trying it out. Cause I never actually played, I just only heard about it, so I'm just gonna see what it's about. If it gets so weird, I actually don't like it, we'll play something else tomorrow. But right now, I just want to see what's up with this thing. Does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sari. I pat Sari on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sari about an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do it. God, what is wrong? Are we writing another poem? Okay, whatever. Okay, how we want to do this? Last poem was very sexual, so this poem has to be more sexual. Dream. Writing. Beaker. Amazing universe. Blanket. We're going with blanket, cause we're gonna get under them sheets again. Ambient power, prayer, misery. I feel confused so far. That's the best way of putting it. Yeah, we're gonna go with pink, cause none of these are really going for me. And we're definitely going with more pleasure. I feel like I'm choosing the same things I chose last time. Kitty or Inferno? I'm gonna go Kitty. Bliss, childhood, family, passion. I actually do not have a favorite. They're all weird. They're all just overly weird. Hey, the only one I would lean most toward is Yuri. Hey, she comes off as just, you know, okay, she comes off as just too carefree. Like nothing can bother her. She's just cutesy. And that's all you can say. Yuri at least like, seems to have like something beyond just what she gives you. I mean, they probably all do, but Yuri seems to be much more prevalent, I guess. Which one do I want? None of these seem good. So let's just go with vacation. And excitement. Definitely a swimsuit, because that goes perfect with vacation. Yeah, swimsuit. Vanilla. Dude, I don't know. Like these are like these characters. They are literally like the word says, characters. I go with vanilla for this one. It'll fall into the vacation. And definitely go with climax again. Marriage. How does that come in here? Like, where does that fit? Yeah, we'll go with rain clouds. We'll stay inside on vacation because it's raining. And this, oh man, they put chocolate, strawberry, and marshmallows together. Man. Well, you can't have fireworks because it's raining outside. And just no reason to do shopping. Let's just go with heartbeat. Sugar, like what? Yeah, let's just go with bed again. Man, like I don't understand why. Like, why are we still writing poems? Like, we don't have to write another one. Yeah, we go desire. And getting lucky. No, we'll go with nightgown. Mouse. What does that do anything? Breathing. We're definitely gonna go with suicide. You need to go. Alright, dude. Have a good night if you're going to sleep. Thought you could stay longer. It's still cool. Thanks for stopping by, though. Oh, we'll go with sticky again. Fluffy feet kiss. Fluffy flea kisses. Oh, kisses. Since we're on, definitely go with lust again. My name is unending. I'm still here. So what's up? I mean, Luffy, what do you think of the game? Like, what do you think of this? Like, I'm confused. Like, I know that it's supposed to be story driven. It's supposed to have some other things happening, but so far I'm kind of like, man, what in the world is happening? Let's go unending lust. It's creepy. I mean, those poems, some of them were creepy. Like, they had some really, they had a lot of undertone in them, especially Yuri's poem. Dude, we are not having any puppies in this. Let's go with Lolly.